Tomorrow marks 1 year since a massive four-alarm inferno sent propane tanks flying into the air and torched dozens of cars not far from Sky Harbor. Tonight, victims of the fire are still searching for answers about how all of this happened. 12 News journalist Jonathan McCall is joining us in studio with more on why these answers are so important. Jonathan?
Hey, Mark. It will be 1 year tomorrow when I was standing in front of that fire talking to you guys hours after hundreds of propane tanks sparked, destroying dozens of cars right next door. The property tonight is cleaned up, but some of the victims still trying to fix the mess caused from it. For an entire year,
I'm so ready to put this behind me.
Stephanie Perez has replayed this image inside of her mind each and every day.
It's like frustrating.
Last July, her car and dozens more burned to a crisp at the Sundance Airport parking lot. Propane tanks at a next-door storage facility prompting a massive firefight. Tanks shooting like missiles from that intense heat as black smoke filled the skies.
And as soon as I saw the picture, I knew my car was gone.
The mother of three says after finding her car destroyed, getting back on her feet has now cost her around $50,000. She says her car was completely paid off, but she didn't have comprehensive insurance.
Plus, I had to get a brand new car. Not a brand new car, a second-hand car, but now I'm making monthly payments.
But she's not alone. She and the other victims who also had their cars destroyed in the fire are now part of a Facebook group where they continue to push for answers.
We haven't heard nothing from no government, nobody.
A year later, those burned out cars and propane tanks have all been cleared from this scene, but there are still so many questions these victims have. They say they want to know exactly who's responsible for this and how did this all happen. Phoenix Fire telling us it's now finalizing the release of an 87-page report on the fire. As for who can be held responsible, well, that one has multiple layers. 12 News has learned the federal government actually owns the property through the Bureau of Reclamation, but it's up to SRP to manage it. Then Sundance Parking and Canyon State Propane lease the property. Even after a year, the Arizona Department of Insurance says it could take a while before a decision is made on which agency will bear the costs to make Perez and the other victims whole. With plans to now work with a lawyer to get answers, they hope it won't take another year.
So I'm crossing fingers that with her, I'm able to do some, get a solution and get some answers of what happened.
And Jonathan, it's already been a year since this happened. There's still so many questions left. Have police or fire released any more detailed reports on what happened that day? Actually, right now, according to Stephanie Perez, the only report they've received so far is just the police report, which doesn't provide too many details on exactly what may have sparked this. But again, 12 News has learned, and we've been in contact with Phoenix Fire, that they are working on releasing that report to us, all 87 pages. As soon as we get it in our hands, we'll definitely go through it and let you know what's inside of it. Mark Karibe. All right, Jonathan, thank you.